President Trump was asked if he would create a policy where the US would protect NATO countries if they don't pay. Trump responded by saying, "It's just common sense. If they don't pay, he won't defend them." He also mentioned that his biggest issue with NATO is that if the United States were in trouble and called on them, he's not sure they would come to our aid or protect us.
President Trump, on Peter's question, are you going to make that policy, U.S. policy, that the U.S. wouldn't defend NATO countries that don't pay?
Well, I think it's common sense, right? If they don't pay, I'm not going to defend them. No, I'm not going to defend them. I got into a lot of heat when I said that. You said, oh, he's violating NATO. And, you know, the biggest problem I have with NATO, I really, you know, I mean, I know the guys very well. They're friends of mine. But if the United States was in trouble and we called them, we said, we got a problem, France, we got a problem, a couple of others I won't mention. Do you think they're going to come and protect us? They're supposed to. I'm not so sure. You know?
Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If today is your first time, I'm excited to see you here. God bless you, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, join the notice family for your top highlights, and without wasting much more time, let's continue.
No clash. I was there. You're just a troublemaker. And you're not supposed to be asking that question because we're talking about the World Cup.
Trump calls a reporter a troublemaker when asked about the alleged clash between Elon Musk and Marco Rubio. Trump told the reporter that there was no clash as he was present during the incident and criticized the reporter for asking such a question, calling him a troublemaker.
Mr. President, since you last spoke about it yesterday, some details have come out about your cabinet meeting with Elon Musk and some clashes eventually between Secretary Rubio and Secretary.
No clash. I was there. You're just a troublemaker. And you're not supposed to be asking that question because we're talking about the World Cup. Elon gets along great with Marco, and they're both doing a fantastic job. There is no clash.
Mr. President, bottom line.
Who are you with? Who are you with?
NBC.
Oh, no wonder. That's enough. NBC.
Who has more authority, Elon Musk or the cabinet secretary?
Thank you. Thank you.
On the cabinet meeting, sir, just on the cabinet meeting, you said Musk will play an advisory role, Doge will play...
We're talking about FIFA. Thank you very much.
President Trump has a sharp response to a reporter questioning him about alleged disagreements between Elon Musk and Secretary of State Marco Rubio.
Thank you. Thank you.
On the cabinet meeting, sir, just on the cabinet meeting, you said Musk will play an advisory role, Doge will play...
We're talking about FIFA. Thank you very much.
Mr. President, you're having...
And they're both great guys. And by the way, they both get along fantastically well. Marco has done unbelievably as Secretary of State, and Elon is a very unique guy who's done a fantastic job.
Do you think he needs
Yeah,
to be reined in, Mr.
enough,
President?
enough. It's FIFA.
Now, this was a disagreement that occurred between Secretary of State Marco Rubio and White House advisor Elon Musk. The dispute centered on Musk's criticism of Rubio for not sufficiently reducing staff at the State Department, a key aspect of Musk's mandate to streamline the federal bureaucracy.
On Russia, if I may, President Putin is bombing Ukraine.
Yeah.
Do you still believe him when he tells you that he wants peace?
Yeah, no, I believe him. I believe him. I think we're doing very well with Russia.
President Trump has admitted that Russia is bombing the hell out of Ukraine, but still believes that Russia wants to stop the war and that Ukraine has no choice but to end it.
On Russia, if I may, President Putin is bombing Ukraine.
Yeah.
Do you still believe him when he tells you that he wants peace?
Yeah, no, I believe him. I believe him. I think we're doing very well with Russia. But right now they're bombing the hell out of Ukraine, and Ukraine. I'm finding it more difficult, frankly, to deal with Ukraine. And they don't have the cards. They don't have the cards. As you know, we're meeting in Saudi Arabia on sometime next week, early. And we're talking, I find that in terms of getting a final settlement, it may be easier dealing with Russia, which is surprising because they have all the cards. I mean, they're bombing the hell out of them right now. And I put a statement in, a very strong statement. Can't do that. You can't do that.
Mr. President.
We're trying to help them. And Ukraine has to get on the ball and get a job done.
You put out on your social media post today that Russia is pounding Ukraine.
That's right.
Why not provide Ukraine with air defenses, and what happens, Mr. President, when Ukraine runs out of...
President Trump asked point blank about why the US hasn't provided Ukraine with air defenses. Trump responded by saying that the key issue is whether Ukraine truly wants to settle the conflict. He emphasized that the goal should be to stop the loss of life, which he deemed more important than financial matters. Trump warned that if the situation isn't resolved soon, it could escalate into a global conflict, possibly even World War III.
Why not provide Ukraine with air defenses, and what happens, Mr. President, when Ukraine runs out of...
Well, because good question. Because I have to know that they want to settle. I don't know that they want to settle. If they don't want to settle, we're out of there because we want them to settle. And I'm doing it to stop death, more important than anything else. Secondarily, way down the line is the money. This thing could end up in World War III if we don't get it settled. This could really end up in a World War III. We got to get it settled.
Now, it's interesting that Trump is focusing on asking the person being attacked to stop, instead of addressing the attacker directly. Some people feel that if he wants peace, he should focus on telling the aggressor to back off first, rather than putting the responsibility on the victim.
Will, could you talk about the student loan situation, please?
So later this afternoon, we're going to have prepared for your signature an executive order dealing with the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. This is a program that's designed to expedite basically the conclusion of payments on student loans for people who have taken out federally backed student loans.
Now, President Trump has issued an executive order imposing limits on the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. This means that President Trump has issued an executive order that aims to impose restrictions or changes to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness, which is the PSLF program. Now, the PSLF program allows individuals working in qualifying public service jobs to have their loan forgiven after making a certain number of payments. The executive order could introduce limitations on who qualifies, how much can be given, or other aspects of the program.
Will, could you talk about the student loan situation, please?
So later this afternoon, we're going to have prepared for your signature an executive order dealing with the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program. This is a program that's designed to expedite basically the conclusion of payments on student loans for people who have taken out federally backed student loans. The problem, though, is that a lot of these people work for NGO organizations, for nonprofit organizations that engage in illegal or what we would consider to be improper activities, supporting, for example, illegal immigration or foreign terrorist organizations or otherwise law-breaking activities. So this executive order will direct your Department of Education and Department of the Treasury to basically bring about modifications to the Public Service Loan Forgiveness Program in order to ensure that people who are engaged in these sorts of activities can't benefit from a program that's really not intended to support those sorts of things.
And what are the consequences if they are not good?
The consequences would be that they wouldn't get forgiveness of their student loans as they would be eligible for if they were working for the government or a normal nonprofit that's not violating the law.
Wow, that's one of those.
And that's the trophy.
The president of FIFA was invited by Trump to the White House to present the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 trophy, which the United States will host this summer. Infantino gave President Trump the keys to the FIFA Club World Cup 2025 trophy, along with the official ball.
Special. So today is 100 days to go for a new competition that we created together. The FIFA Club World Cup, the best clubs in the world with the best players in the world. So we can show this is a unique trophy.
Oh my!
This is the trophy, but it's not finished because it's unlike any other trophy. There is a key.
Oh, wow.
There is no other sports trophy like that.
Oh, that is good. Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, you got to be kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait.
Wow. That's one of those.
And that's the trophy.
That is something, huh?
We got to win now, Mr. President.
This is a good one.
That's beautiful. I've
Inter
never
Miami and Seattle Sounders play
never seen
for this
anything
trophy.
like that.
It is it's a trophy of the future.
Yeah, yeah.
It represents the past, the future, everything, the present.
And this will be at the White House for a little while.
Yes! Hell yeah!
Yes.
So if anybody needs a picture or anything, you can take
So,
it, but this is...
if you like it, Mr. President, it can stay here. Just on the 13th of July, you should take it with me
Let's leave it here.
to the stadium to give it to the winners. They can take a picture, then we bring it back here after the picture.
Let's do that. We'll leave it here. We'll have it in the White House quite a bit.
Now, the FIFA Club World Cup is an international football soccer tournament that features the champion clubs from each of the 6 continental football confederations, along with the champion club from the host nation. The tournament brings together the best football clubs from around the world to compete for the title of world champion. That is all I have for you guys. Don't forget to leave your comments, leave your thoughts. I would love to read them. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hope to see you in the next video.